Do you want to go? When I come round the bend on the wrong side of the road really fast. That'll work. It's a puddle. It's a puddle. Just go through it slowly. Your car's high enough up. It's a puddle. Where's the bus stop, mate? Bus stop's back there. Idiot.
That is for sure. West Brom go to Wolves at the weekend and they win by 3 goals to 2. But overall, when we spoke to Sam yesterday, I said to him, you know, how does he get West Brom out of what many perceive to be a virtually impossible situation?
Well, impossible tasks mean that
You're reversing out of fucking turning, mate. There's no way I'm waiting for you.
You have to become a
Idiot.
consistent performer week in.
will ensure you get the exact service that you want.
They didn't go through red lights, did they? Not many.
Immaculate vehicles are always punctual.
And there's no rushing.
Half of the battalion will be in Decalia, training and getting their skill sets up to speed, while the other half was stationed nearer to the capital, Nicosia, manning border posts along the buffer zone. A 180-kilometre long track dividing the island in two. I drew the short straw when I was part of the team put to work.
Fucking hell, mate. What
First
are you doing?
sight, my holiday
Idiot.
posting might not be all I'd hoped for. Came as soon as we landed in the sweltering heat.
Fuck's sake.
To discover that the PLO, Palestine Liberation Organization, had just upped their operation.
Sam and Jordan with you, Jim. They said exactly what needs to be said regarding football and this ongoing health crisis. Now, Sam is a friend of ours.
Where you do a three-point turn in the middle of the high street?
Yeah, the new EFL chief executive. He's now written to club chairman, club chief execs and club secretaries, urging them to avoid another drastic suspension. And so you'll be healthier, more able to fight diseases.
Didn't get into the hospital this morning.
To help you lose weight. So
that's not a good sign.
Let's do this.
Sure, these things are still not legally allowed to be on the road, especially texting at the same time.
I think you're right. I think there's been
Some time to go out and experience the lessons of life for ourselves. Even if we thought something might be wrong, We'd still do it, just to try it, learn from it. We had the freedom to sample life and make mistakes.
Wait, could he?
That's how we learned. That's how we grew.
My Sweet Lord, which is a tune. In fact, they're all good tunes on the jukebox. 0208 288 1078, or they can email
studio@radiojunkie.com.
Not content in just riding, they have to ride in the middle of the bloody road.
Filmed this time during the lockdown, during the pandemic and the COVID restrictions, and I was out in the Caribbean. I felt like the luckiest man in the world. Not only was I working, and so many people weren't able to, I was working in the
Mr.
Caribbean.
Tesco's, you wasn't going to stop,
we got
was
it
you?
done, but,
Neither are you.
You know, it can be hard, but no complaints. And, you know, no
There's a
matter how
line
hard it is,
there.
you still get to swim in the Caribbean Sea at the end of the day. So.
Ralph, you can't wait for is it next game at Anfield,
You're going
isn't
too
it?
fast.
Liverpool, Man United, what a
Just stop,
game
there's
that's
something
gonna be.
very wrong.
I just love it. Yeah, look, I did.
So Ali's not telling us
No,
who it is.
well, I'll tell you what, he's definitely training. He's training with a club, but he's not going to tell us who it is. So you and I, big fella, I think we should ask him one or two questions. We do a little bit of detective working and find out which club it is. Okay. Eddie, play the
Need
tune.
all the fucking road.
Here we
So
go.
Jamie, here we go. First question.
Jordan on Talk Sports with Selco Builders Warehouse. Check stock at your local branch. We've got it at selcobw.com. Suzuki dealers love being helpful. Prue's always lending a brolly. Jake makes the birthday cakes. What they really love.
What is wrong with the pavement?
Great offers on the Pruby Hybrid Vitara SNT.
We're walking in the bike lane, all the way down the road as well.
Search Suzuki Vitara today.
Healthier, more able to fight diseases. The NHS has lots of ideas to help you lose weight. Search Better Health. Let's do this.
Jim White and Simon Jordan.
Can you tell me, do I have to give way to that?
Hard-nosed, hard to beat. Heat and light.
Makes it interesting.
Yeah, it'd be nice to have a bit of a title challenge, wouldn't it? Rather than one team running away with it.
When it's just one side.
Expression in context with the question you asked me, and it's generated a set of words, so it's my fault. I'll clear your thoughts. I'll clear your thoughts. But